It's the Weather Xtreme video. This is the morning edition for Tuesday the 21st. A good soaking rain for much of the state today and tonight. Stay pretty mild until the weekend. Things turn colder. We might see a freeze in spots by early Sunday morning. So here we go. A very sharp upper trough approaching Alabama from the west as this day begins. That's going to set up a pretty wet scenario for the next 24 hours. That was the radar about 5 o'clock. Rain falling over west Alabama. The rain just moving into Tuscaloosa at that point. That rain will be spreading eastward during the morning. We are in the 50s and 60s as this day begins. And we won't get out of the 60s today because of clouds and rain. Mostly mid-60s for the high. The temperatures just won't change all that much. There's the watch warning map, and most of the issues are in the western states. Flooding problems over northern California with some snow for the mountains there, but the east is quiet. And the good news, no severe weather expected here or anywhere else around the country today. This is suggesting there could be some thunder for parts of southwest and south central Alabama, but again, up this way, just good old-fashioned rain. Later in the week, this is the day 4 convective outlook. This is for Friday and Friday night. A risk of severe weather for Indiana and some of the adjacent states. We'll catch the trailing front from that, but any severe weather possibility here looks pretty low Friday night. Rain for the next 7 days, valid through Tuesday morning of next week, about 1 inch for the north, 2 inches for the south. And a pretty good chunk of that is going to come over the next 24 hours. So model fans, here we go. GFS, this is the 06C run at noon today. You see the trough to the west really evolving into an upper low over Louisiana. Down below that, rain pushing in here. Rain should be fairly widespread today at noon. This is the HER at 12 o'clock. This is 9 o'clock tonight. Still showing rain around. It's not going to rain exactly all day today and all night tonight, but a pretty good chunk of the time is going to be wet. And then tomorrow, this broad surface low is over the eastern Gulf, and we'll kind of see an easterly flow, and that's going to keep moist air in place. But the high-res NAM showing the bulk of the showers over by maybe early tomorrow morning, and this is noon tomorrow, showing really not much at all, but we'll probably maintain the chance of a few lingering showers at least tomorrow morning. And I don't think we see any sun tomorrow. The sky will be cloudy, and the high will be at or just over 70. But Thursday, we'll call it partly sunny, and Thursday should be a pretty warm day. We should be up in the 70s. Parts of the state maybe even pushing 80. We note that deep surface low developing over Kansas, and then Friday, that surface low is near Milwaukee, under 1,000 millibars. And if this is right, wind and snow for parts of Minnesota, Wisconsin, upper Michigan. And there could be some severe weather south and east of that surface low over Indiana and some of the adjacent states. But around here, we're capped off. There's not much moisture. The day should be warm and mostly dry with a mixture of clouds and sunshine. Again, we'll be well up in the 70s. This is Friday night at midnight. The surface low is moving up into Canada. And with a trailing front, there could be a few showers and maybe some thunder. But again, with the main dynamic support so far north, severe weather would seem pretty unlikely at this point. But after the front passes, hey, it's going to turn cool on Saturday. Mostly sunny, a cool breeze. Pretty good chance we won't get out of the 50s on Saturday. Here are the anomalies, and you can see we go to the shades of blue. That means temperatures below average. We should be in the low 60s this time of the year, so pretty good chance we'll see highs only in the 50s. And then this is Sunday. That thing is sitting right on top of us, that surface high. And Sunday morning is going to be cold. I think many spots are going to see a freeze, maybe Birmingham at 34, 35, but the outlying communities could do upper 20s and low 30s. We are far from done with freezing mornings, far from done. And then Sunday will be a sunny and cool day. The high will be fairly close to 60. Go to Monday of next week, the next wave kind of approaching from the west, but Monday looks dry with a high in the 60s. And here's a week from today. And again, the models are all over the board for next week. The latest runs have shifted the trough axis farther to the west. And again, a little impulse comes in with a chance of showers on Tuesday, but no chance of severe weather if this is right. And this is the end of the forecast period Thursday of next week, March the 2nd. And again, instead of a big trough to the west, now it's got a zonal flow, and that just looks dry and pleasant if this is right. But again, I caution you, this will probably change. We have seen other runs that show potential for pretty stormy weather next week. We'll see. Check the numbers off the European. You can see that cool down for the weekend with highs dropping in the upper 50s on Saturday and Sunday. And then we go back into the 60s next week. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this morning. We'll have notes in the blog. The next video here by 4 o'clock this afternoon. If you can't catch us this evening on the live stream or on television, ABC 3340 News this evening at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day and God bless.